Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. Today, we're going to talk about some hand cannons. We got my buddy hanging out with me. He's got a hand cannon. He's following in the suit, and we're going to play the game. So what I want to do today is talk about my favorite hand cannons from Rise of Iron. We're going to go over 5 hand cannons that I think are my favorite from Rise of Iron. We got some honorable mentions. We got some fun guns. We got some obvious guns, and we're going to have some fun doing it. We are running a daily mission to do a bit of a live commentary and have some fun doing that. So that's the plan. If that sounds like fun, let's get to it. So everybody's dead. Let's talk about the guns, man. So first off, let's go over the honorable mentions. These are the guns that I like, but just may not have been effective enough. So first honorable mention is the Devil You Know. Now the Devil You Know is an honorable mention for Rise of Iron because in year 1 I had an amazing Devil You Know. Year 3 I haven't gotten as amazing of a Devil You Know, but I still have a very effective, interesting, and exciting Devil You Know with rangefinder, rifled, and life support with the steady hand, fast draw, and quick draw. So it's a gun I've really liked in PvE and PvP, but it didn't quite make the top 5 for me for Rise of Iron. Next up is sadly the Hawkmoon. Just because I'm on Xbox most of the time, I haven't quite used it to its fullest potential since I never had it in year 1 Destiny. It has been a fun gun. I've liked using it in PvE and PvP, but it's not a gun that I've gotten the most out of. It's kind of been overshadowed by some legendaries, and it sounds cool and it looks awesome, but it didn't quite make my top list. And the final honorable mention is the Lingering Song. Now this one is an honorable mention simply because of the most recent Iron Banner and how amazing of a roll that four-shot 2-tapper is. Now this one is not that gun. This one is a rifled barrel hidden hand quick draw version that I've had for a while on Xbox. It's a cool gun. I've liked it. It's a really high impact, really hard hitting gun, but not a gun that I would say is a go-to weapon for me. So those are my 3 honorable mentions. Let's talk about my top 5. So first item in the top 5 is a gun that's very interesting. I've had for a long time. We're gonna talk about Finnala's Peril. Now this is the vendor version from year 2. Outlaw, rifled, reactive reload. It has the fast draw, the quick draw, and the steady hand. It's a very interesting PvE and PvP gun because of outlaw and reactive reload. We've got a lot of fun going on here. Is that door supposed to open? No, we're supposed to go through here. The dumb move from Death from Above. So we're gonna go shoot some mans with this gun, have fun, and see what we think about it. Open the door, please. Open the door. I would like to shoot the man. So the outlaw on this gun has made it really cool with the outlaw, the reactive reload. It is airborne on this mission, so if I jump and I shoot something, it will be pretty powerful. But outlaw has been very nice for this gun. You don't get really fast reload unless you get that outlaw, but it's a gun that I've had for a long time, and occasionally I'll just be like, I need a really effective hand cannon. I'll pull this one out, shoot it, have a lot of fun doing it, and remember why I like using it. It's a really high impact hand cannon as it is. So the 10 in the mag, the big magazine, the strong powerfulness, and the really good damage you can get from reactive reload, and the quick reload from outlaw. So if you know you got an outlaw, you know you're getting reactive reload. You can get reactive reload with outlaw though, without outlaw. So even if you don't get outlaw, you still get reactive reload on the kills. So that's something to think about. So there's the outlaw, reactive reload, putting damage down range. And you can keep chaining it. It's something you can chain. So outlaw, reactive reload, boom. Just have some fun going to town. So that is my Finnala's Peril that I have really loved. Next up, let's talk about a gun that's mainly PvP, but I still really enjoy it. The First Curse. First Curse is the last word's antithesis, and it actually makes more sense to me to use this than it does the last word. In year 1, I was pretty good with the last word. In year 3, not so much. So the First Curse, it's a ranged hand cannon. Precision kills. First precision kill of the magazine refills it and grants a bonus range and stability until the player reloads. It is a super high impact, just like the Finnala's Peril. Just like the Lingering Song. It's that super high impact, super slow rate of fire version that I've really enjoyed it in PvP. It's a gun that I have to kind of play a little bit differently because I'm used to running and gunning a little bit too quickly. So with this gun, you got to go real slow and get that precision kill. So there it is. Now we get the First Curse. It's super stable. super easy to use, and it's not as effective in PvE, but it's still a good gun for PvE. I would prefer it in PvP. It's probably the only gun on the list that's mainly PvP focused. All the other guns I like using in maybe everywhere, but not really. Hand cannons for me are really just a PvP gun, but some of these you can get by with in PvE, like the Finnala's Peril. It does a lot of work in PvE, but PvP with the first curse, it's one of the few guns that will make me play differently. A lot of guns I'm just super aggressive with. This one you get a lot of range out of it. You get that. Let's get that precision kill. The first curse perk is active, and you get that extra range and stability. And come here. There we go. So that's the first curse. That's my number 2. Well, it's not my number 2, but it's the second gun on the list. All of these are not in any particular order. So speaking of PvE guns, you cannot talk about PvE without talking about Fatebringer. Fatebringer is the PvE gun. Firefly, explosive rounds, outlaw with the sure shot. This is the gun. I mean, it honestly is the gun for PvE. This is the gun that I actually, when Age of Triumph came out, I ground for it just a little bit. And then when I got it, I was very excited. And then it kind of ended my grind for the raids. I got this gun, I was like, alright, I guess raiding for Death from Above is probably about over. So, Fatebringer is that PvE role. You can use this very effectively in PvP, but it's got that fast rate of fire, the Firefly, the Outlaw. It's such a good combination of perks on a hand cannon that you got to use it, man. You just got to use it. This one is the Year 3 legendary version, so there's no arc burn on it. You get that exotic one, you get the arc burn. So this one does not have that, but they're the same essentially, other than arc burn. So obviously you guys know about Fatebringer if you play Destiny, but it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. So let's talk about 2 more guns, and we're going to talk about them together because they are talked about together most of the time. That is the Eyasluna and the Palindrome. Now I have 2 Palindromes because I just can't figure out which one I like better, so we'll talk about the Eyasluna first, and we'll look at the Palindromes. The Eyasluna, these are kind of the PvP dreams. My Eyasluna has rifled barrel, I think exhumed, and luck in the chamber, which on this gun, luck in the chamber, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't quite have the sight that I would like either, but Eyasluna is Eyasluna. It's a fun, easy to use, fast hand cannon. Still that higher impact variety that in PvP is a lot of fun. I don't use it so much in PvE. Like I said, mostly hand cannons for me are just PvP related. But this one in PvE, it can do some work, especially with luck in the chamber. You get that lucky bullet when you're firing down an enemy. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice time. So guys, did you want some Eyasluna? So you hear that lucky bullet going off, having fun shooting the mans. It's got a big enough mag that it's really interesting to use in PvE. As far as the hand cannon goes, quick reload. Let's get some headshots. Ba-boom! Get that lucky bullet for the headshot on the Eyasluna. So, strong gun. A gun I really like. I'll use it occasionally for the hand cannon bounty, but I'm not a big trials player or anything like that, so I don't use this hand cannon a whole lot. So it's not a gun that I'm crazy about, but I still do like it. And I'll occasionally pull it out in PvE just to be silly. So, let's talk about the Palindrome. Let's go with the Luck in the Chamber Palindrome. I've got a Luck in the Chamber and I've got a Rangefinder Palindrome. Both vendor versions from the Age of Triumph God Roll situations. So, the Palindrome is pretty much that slower, longer range Eyasluna complement. So, if you've got an Eyasluna, you've probably got a Palindrome, and you know how good they can be. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I would like to reload, please. Let's kill him with the hand cannon. Oh, boom, boom, boom. So it's got super good range. It's a really good PvP hand cannon, but if you want to run a hand cannon in PvE and you've got a Palindrome, that range is going to be very effective. It's going to be a very nice hand cannon. I've really kind of just fallen into it just because, I mean, it is the meta, but it is an extremely effective hand cannon, and there's a reason it is the PvP meta. I think Ion has gotten stuck. Ion, have you gotten stuck? And you're done. Look at Ion stuck up there. He was showing me his Imago loop earlier. Well, sir, the mission's over. We talked about all the hand cannons, but I want to know from you guys of what is your favorite hand cannon of Rise of Iron. What's your top hand cannon in the game for you for Rise of Iron? And so you've seen my list. If I had to pick one, just one, and said you could take one of these guns into Destiny 2, it would be the Finnala's Peril. I mean, it's the coolest, most interesting of all the guns. It's effective in PvE, it's effective in PvP, it's a strong gun, hits hard, It's easy to use. I like it. It's a little bit different. That's the one I would use. I mean, it's just honestly the most interesting of my list. It's maybe not the most effective in PvP, but it's the one for me. So let me know what you guys think. Which hand cannon is your favorite from Rise of Iron? And that's mine. But until then, until next time, don't forget to check out the Twitch channel. We recorded this live on stream. If you want to check that out, link is in the description. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more. I do this every day. I stream live every day. I do the YouTube every day. But until then, until next time, I'm Death from Above, and I will see you later. See ya, bye!